Hello everyone, how's it going? My name is Dan the Tutor. In today's video, we're going to talk about how to solve exponential equations that have the same base. This is very similar to just solving normal exponential equations, but if they have the same base on the left and right side, there's a neat little trick we can do. So let's look at an example of this. What I'm talking about is if I have 2 to the power of x plus 1 equals 2 to the power of 4x minus 5, there's a neat trick, a shortcut, that makes this problem a whole lot easier. Because the bases are the same, what you would technically have to do is take log base 2 of both sides, but I'm just going to tell you, if it's the same base, we can just say they cancel each other out, and you get x plus 1 equals 4x minus 5. In other words, we just set the exponents equal to each other. And then from here, it's really easy. Subtract x from this side, add 5 to that side, left side will be 6, right side will be 3x. Divide by 3, you get x equals 2. Yeah, that part's easy. So is it really, as always, as easy as this? No, there's harder problems, like this one. This time I have 4 to the 2x power equals 16 to the power of 3x minus 4. Now obviously these bases are not the same, because 4 is not the same thing as 16, but we're pretty close, because we know 4 and 16 are related to each other with like a square root or something. So here's what you do whenever the bases are slightly different. We want to make them the same. And the way you do that is you identify which of these bases is the smaller. This is the smaller base. So keep the smaller one the same and make the 16 turn into the smaller one. And the way you do that is you say 16 is really just 4 squared, still raised to the 3x minus 4. And now we use our little property of exponents that says if I have an exponent raised to an exponent, I can distribute or multiply the exponents. So now it's 4 to the 6x minus 8. That's the right side. The left side is still 4 to the 2x. Now the bases are the same, so I can say 2x equals 6x minus 8, and then I can easily solve. Minus 2x plus 8 plus 8. 8 equals 4x, and then divide by 4, x equals 2. And there we go. So we're just going to do a couple more like this to get a feel for it. The next one will be harder. It's 1 over 25 to the power of x plus 7 equals 5 to the 4th. So for this one, again, we want the same base. Now, I want you to choose the smaller base. I know that technically 1/25 is smaller. I get that. But really, 5 is the smallest base that I want to work with. I don't want to work with 1 over 25. So I got to make 1 over 25 look like 5. And the way I do that is, first, 1 over 25, I can do a negative exponent to make it a normal number again. It undoes the fraction if I do a negative exponent. And now, if I want to make it 5, I can rewrite this as 5 squared raised to the negative 1 power, which, again, property of exponents, power to a power. It's 5 to the negative 2. But don't forget, this is still raised to the x plus 7 power, which means I can then distribute this again. I can multiply these exponents. So I get 5 to the power of negative 2x minus 14. That's all the left side. The right side, we have not even touched it yet. It's just 5 to the 4th. Now that the bases are the same, I can set them equal to each other. So it's negative 2x minus 14 equals 4. Solve for x, so plus 14 to both sides. Negative 2x equals 18, and then just divide both sides by negative 2. And we get x equals negative 9, and there we go. Now just one more for you. This will be the hardest example. I have 4 to the x plus 2 equals 8 to the 2x. Now the reason why this one's so hard is because if I choose the smallest base, which is 4, 8's not going to work, because if I say, for instance, square root of 8, well, that's not 4. Square root of 8 is like a decimal, so that's not going to work. And so I can't choose 4 as the smaller base. Then what am I going to choose? I'm going to choose base 2, because they have that in common. So in other words, the left one is going to be 2 squared raised to the x plus 2. And 8 is going to turn into 2 cubed, because that's what 8 is. It's 2 cubed raised to the 2x. Now I can distribute my exponents for both sides. So the left side will be 2 to the 2x plus 4. And the right side will be 2 to the 6x now. Now the bases are equal. Now we can solve it. So 2x plus 4 equals 6x. Subtract 2x from both sides. 4 equals 4x, and then divide by 4, x equals 1. And there we go. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments section. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Take care, and bye-bye.